everybody, this is Joseph Pasek of BarberBeefcake. Our twice daily Fired Up show is available on 108 platforms, also on the OSG Sports app, available on iOS and Android. This show is brought to you by the great people at iQuest Media, helping businesses grow from digital design to inbound marketing and beyond. Check out iQuestMedia.ca. Welcome to Creative Control, featuring the legend, former NBA player Tracy, the long-read Bomber Murray. Tracy called me up, said, Joe, I have to talk about the Hall of Fame. I have to talk about WrestleMania. I witnessed 8 hours eating. Well, I was eating. Norm was getting me my Starbucks. But let's first start off. You want to talk about the Hall of Fame? I'm not going to talk about what happened with Bret Hart. What do you want to talk about the Hall of Fame, Tracy?
Talking about the Harlem Heat, man. This is a team that didn't sit one day in the WWE and they go into the Hall of Fame because they were probably one of the most underrated teams of all time. And I thought Booker T and Stevie Ray deserved to be in the Hall of Fame.
Tracy, the honest truth is you were hit by a slapjack. That's why, sucker. All right? What about the honky?
I'm sure you've been hit by the slapjack.
No, I jack slap. All right, what about the Honky Tonk Man? You know, you were singing the Honky Tonk Man songs back in 1995.
Oh, man, I grew up watching Honky Tonk Man, and he was a fantastic Intercontinental Champion. He was a great heel. I really enjoyed seeing him get inducted as well because he deserved it. I'm wondering what took so long.
What about the guy who cut your hair, Brutus the Barber Beefcake?
He's another guy that, you know, if you, like my cousin Gavin, God rest his soul, introduced me to wrestling. When we were watching wrestling on Saturday mornings and the cartoon and all of that back in the day when Hulk Hogan was having his glory days, Brutus the Barber Beefcake was teamed up with Greg the Hammer Valentine. And they were a great tag team. They had tons of tag team championships. And to see them, the Hart Foundation, and the Hart Foundation, Bret Hart talking about, and then God rest Jim Danville Neidhart's soul. I mean, he was a great wrestler and part of a really great team, and he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame as well. But they were talking about the many of the teams that they used to tag against, the British Bulldogs, the Killer Bees, you know, the Islanders. These are all guys that I grew up watching as a kid. So to see them get inducted in the Hall of Fame, Brutus the Barber Beefcake was a part of that.
All right, let's talk about WrestleMania. First, there were several new champions. I'm not going to go through all the matches, but a new Cruiserweight Champion, Tony Nese, beating the Buddy
called
Murphy. What did you think of the bout? I'm sorry, these guys always on the pre-show. Put them on the regular show for once.
Right. I mean, because they steal the show. Those guys go at it.
That's right. What did you think of Tony Nese capturing the belt?
I called it. I mean, it was long overdue because he is an incredible performer. I've seen him live a few times, talked to him a couple of times. I really enjoy him in the ring, and I'm really happy that he has the belt.
All right, Carmella and Braun Strowman winning the respective Battle Royals. And then another title change, Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins in their home state capturing the tag team titles. Big weekend for Zack Ryder, capturing the tag team titles and proposing to kill Canadian Chelsea Green.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was big for them because it gives them another new life in the WWE, because right when you see those two struggling, and they came in together as a tag team in the WWE at the beginning, and for them to go through single and then come circle around and tag again and then become champion, I'm happy for them. They get new life, they get a new run, and let's see how far they take it, and let's see if the WWE believes in them.
The main show starts off, and you popped. I know you popped because I can know you. You when Hogan came out and ripping off the shirt and everything like that. But Seth Rollins, your new Universal Champion, in 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, that one surprised me. 2.5 minutes. Brock wanted short work. That's what that was. It's like, all right, let me go out here, get this short work, and get out of here. You know, I think that had to be it, because there's no way in reality that Seth Rollins, without help, can beat Brock Lesnar in 2.5 minutes. Come on, man.
All right. The next match, they took after me because I caught it. They captured the women's tag team title. Another surprise.
Yeah, it is a surprise, and I like the way the match ended. I mean, you saw a finisher, and then, you know, they got in and threw, was that Beth Phoenix that got thrown out of there?
Yeah.
And then jumped on top and finished. And I tell you, that's how you sneak and win a tag team championship when you're in a fatal four-way match.
That, certainly. The Usos were the only ones to retain their titles. Every other title changed hands, but this one was the match of the night, the moment of WrestleMania. Kofi Kingston is your new WWE champion by defeating Daniel Bryan. And you know what was the highlight of the night for me here? Kofi Kingston's kids taking their shirts and climbing the second rope. The kid is, 5 years old, climbing the second rope, and you already have one of those shirts. I know you.
Now, you know what? I'm really happy for Kofi. It's Kofi Mania right now. Let's see if the WWE really gets behind him and push him and let him go with it. I'm really interested to see how long he's going to go with it. Hopefully it's not a win today at WrestleMania, have your WrestleMania moment, and lose it on Raw. That's not cool. I want to see them or lose it on SmackDown. I want to see him run with it for a while. Let's see what Kofi can do with it, because he's an incredible performer, and he's a great guy, and he deserved this shot.
All right, AJ Styles beating Randy Orton. Shane McMahon doing, again, incredible, pinning The Miz, or really didn't know what he's doing, but it looks like that feud is going to continue. Roman Reigns getting the win. Baron Corbin getting the win. Triple H beating Batista. Hey, Trace, I know you don't have any piercings, but if you did, I'm going to take what Triple H did and take, the wrench.
That was an ouch moment. I called that match as well, because Triple H is too important to the WWE, especially when they go over to Saudi Arabia and places like that. He's got to perform, so I didn't see him losing that match. All
right. And then, Samoa Joe doing a number on Rey Mysterio, because Rey Mysterio was injured going into the match. The Demon, Finn Balor, actually powerbombing Bobby Lashley and capturing the Intercontinental title. Speak about Finn Balor.
Finn Balor is an incredible performer. Everything that he gets, he deserves. This dude puts his body on the line night in, night out. As I say again, incredible performer. I'm happy that Finn Balor got that win. But once again, it was a short match, and I say this again. You talk about Brock Lesnar, you talk about Bobby Lashley. Both of them are real badasses, for real. I can't see them losing in short matches like that. Maybe with a little bit of help, but that's the unrealistic part of it that I didn't like.
All right, and then we get to the main event, the women's match, first ever women's match. Winner takes all. Ronda Rousey, Charlotte Flair, and Becky Lynch. The way Charlotte Flair came to the ring in a helicopter, amazing.
Reminds you of somebody, doesn't it? Reminds you of somebody.
Yeah, something like the WCW and all that. Also, I remember Panama City, Ric Flair, Sting, and all that. Something like that. Yeah, on a copy there, but a lot of controversy. Was Ronda's shoulder up? Did she screw up? Did the referee screw up? What do you say?
I don't know. I don't know what to think. It looked like that was supposed to be the finishing hold, but it makes me think back to the Montreal Screwjob. Was that a screwjob against Ronda Rousey? I don't know. Was that the plan? Was that supposed to be the finishing hold? I don't know. But there's been a lot of people that's been bringing up controversy about it. So let's see what unfolds.
Your good friend, The Undertaker, not showing up. John Cena showing up. Like the old John Cena.
Doctor of Thugonomics. Hold on, let's talk about Doctor of Thugonomics. He came back as his old heel self at the beginning. I love that John Cena, and so did the fans. If you heard everybody, did you hear the pop once that music hit? The Doctor of Thugonomics music hit. I mean, the pop of the crowd really went crazy. That's the John Cena everybody knows and loves right there.
Yeah, and he came out, John Cena's from Boston, but he came out wearing a Yankees Babe Ruth jersey, so really a good moment.
That was hard for him.
And that was hard for him. Now, how do you rate this WrestleMania? WrestleMania 35 in the books, WrestleMania 36, April 5th, 2020 in Tampa. You're going because you're going to actually pay my way to go next year in Tampa. We're going to stay at our friend Steve Carney's place. But anyways, what did you think of WrestleMania 35, Trace?
Man, I am not hitting a WrestleMania until it comes on the West Coast, brother. I'm just letting you know that, brother.
Brother.
This WrestleMania, it was good. It was a good WrestleMania. A little too long. That's my complaint about it. I wasn't going to sit on the couch for 8 hours and watch it. I watched it and sped through some stuff, just to see the result of it. I just can't sit for that long and watch a program. I don't care if it's basketball. I can't. The NCAA tournament, I even have to take a break. It's just hard for me to sit down for hours in one spot and watch something. My body won't allow me to do it. So, but other than being too long, I think the excitement was great. The matches were great. Another complaint, I was missing my boy, The Undertaker, just like you said. At least make him appear to interfere in a match or something. That could have been a great, appearance to have Brock lose. Have Undertaker appear to help Seth Rollins win the championship. Because in 2.5 minutes, as I say again, it wasn't reality. But if you have The Undertaker step up in there, him and Kane come up in there and, have a WrestleMania moment by interfering in the match to help Seth Rollins win, now WrestleMania is complete because The Undertaker was involved.
Trace, you're 100% right, but they gave that spot of The Undertaker showing up for like 10 seconds to Lacey Evans to do waving. I'm tired of this coming out waving and that's it. When's she going to be wrestling? They could have gave the spot to The Undertaker. Enough with Lacey Evans.
I agree with that, but is she injured or is it just still
she's not injured.
Hyping her up?
She's not injured. I don't know what the hype is.
It's time to throw her in the ring then. It's time to throw her in the ring.
And put it this way, the Undertaker doesn't show up, but the Miz's dad goes in the ring. How do you think? Like some of the booking angles, crazy. Anyways, Trace, tell everybody how they could get a hold of you.
At Real Tracy Murray on Twitter, at Real Tracy L. Murray on Instagram, and Real Tracy L. Murray on Facebook.
Thanks a lot, Tracy.
Thanks, Joe.